So if you don't pay attention, like some of the responses yesterday, you might not get the answer. Okay? All right, so everybody give a hand for Aunty Trish. Yana's mama. Yay, Aunty Trish, mahalo for coming. All right, Aunty Trish, your turn.
Thank you. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Trish Whisenhunt at ako ay Filipino. Ipinanganak at lumaki sa Pilipinas at ang buong pamilya ko ay nasa Pilipinas pa rin. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Trish Whisenhunt and I am Filipino. I was born and grew up in the Philippines and my whole family is still living back home. I have a little bit of a presentation for you guys. When Auntie Lay lets me.
There you go. You should be able to, yep.
First off, I wanted to find out who's Filipino here. Or who has Filipino blood, roots, Filipino roots.
Mima, calm down, Mima. Keep your hand down.
Kaliko, Nicholas, Angelina, Sophia, Micah. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I'm really excited to be here and share my culture, give a little more insight of how I grew up, and also talk about our language. But before that, let's see. You have to forgive me. This is new. My hold on, sorry. I cannot seem to hold on. Where's my thing at this? Sorry guys, give me a second.
Good job, Kina. Way to be IT girl.
Where is it? Okay. And then, okay. Then go to Zoom. Okay. Yay! Okay, so ako ay Filipino and I am Filipino. I am 39 years old and we moved to the US 9 years ago. And before that, I was living in the Philippines with my family, went to college in California, but all my life Filipino, grew up Filipino. So I wanted to share a little bit of history. So weird, just me talking. So this is my family. This is my brothers and my sister. And this is actually just one side of my family. This is my dad's side of the family, and these are my parents. My dad is one of 10, and my mom is one of 5. And actually, this family I have the best memories with. We're a huge family, and a lot of my best memories are it's around our traditions. We're a huge family. We're very Filipino, not so conservative. There are still a lot of conservative Filipinos, but my parents are pretty open-minded. We also went to an international school, so I had the privilege of having to be a part of a diverse community. My family, we laugh a lot. We like to eat. We are very loud, and I miss them so much. The big holidays back home that I really miss are Christmas and our reunions, our New Year's, and those are my biggest memories. Last Christmas, we actually were able to go home, and I finally was able to show Kina and Naya the Christmas that I grew up with. I have a few questions for you guys. Everyone doing good? Everyone awake? For our Filipinos, how do you have any traditions or culture, Filipino culture you think you have, your parents have, that you celebrate? Is there anything that, I know it's in Hawaii, there's lots of Filipinos, so a lot of our culture is there too, which is why I love Hāloa, because it's very similar to Filipino traditions. Anyone? Sophia? No?
You gotta unmute. Oh, no. Oh. Yeah, unmute yourself. Just go ahead and talk.
Nicholas?
Well, nothing really like big, because I just like, we don't really have like family in America except like in Hawaii, but like we don't like, I think like when I remember as a kid, like funerals were really like big, or like after like ceremonies after that, like they would like fight the lechon, or like they would have like the full pig. And yeah, but I was really young, like I was like, I didn't really remember a lot of things, so can't really remember a lot of the traditions, because my dad doesn't really do that as much anymore. But
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Interesting enough, so Filipinos are very superstitious, and it's funny because we're very Catholic too, but you talked about funerals. There's so many traditions at a funeral, like when someone dies and you're at or after you bury the person, the adults have to have the kids cross over the grave. So it's to make sure that the kids don't follow. It's totally a superstition. And then when you leave the funeral, no one is supposed to look back, because that means you're looking back and you might get caught and you die. What are other superstitions? Yeah, Nicholas.
I mean, my parents are not Tagalog Filipino; they're Ilocano Filipino, so it's a little different. But like, there's like one tradition that was really strange. Like, this like there's like a bowl of water, and this like one of like my aunties, or like a really close friend of my grandma, she would grab like the water and she'd like hit your head with it, like with the water, and like she'd bang your forehead, and like after, I don't know, it was really strange.
Yeah, there's lots of strange superstitions, and it's very cool and so unique.
Yeah.
But also, growing up, it can get so scary, because like in my world, it's real. Like spirits are real, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted to share with you a little video of what Christmas is like. That's my favorite tradition in the Philippines. It's a short video, but it warms my heart, because Christmas in the Philippines is so different than Christmas here. My family is always together. We're laughing. All the kids perform. I remember when almost every holiday, but especially Christmas, I would always get my cousins together. We would rehearse for like 2 months, because I choreographed dances and plays and all sorts of things that we would perform at the holidays. Yes, Nicholas.
Sorry, was one of them trinkling, like the traditional Filipino dance, trinkling, or forgot what it is called?
Tinikling is
Tinikling,
yeah. You know what? I never danced it back home.
Really? Oh.
I should have, but I never did. The only time I danced tinikling was in college in the US. But yes, it is a very traditional dance. Here, let me share with you what Christmas is like. Sorry, Lay.
No, sorry, I took it so that I could let, sorry, here you go. I should have given it back. Kalamai. There we go.
Massive 4 a.m. for 9 straight days. Singing carols in Tagalog, all well, trying to. Enjoying festive treats such as puto bumbong and bibingka. Taking out paroles, which have been on sale since September. Yep, that's the Philippines for you. Christmas from September to January, pretty much. You know the season starts once you hear Jose Marie Chan songs everywhere. It seems like more than any other holiday, Filipinos just absolutely love Christmas. Not just because of the vibrant lights, the get-together with loved ones, the amazing food that is served, the conversations and laughs along the way, or even the generous gifts. All of these play their part in creating amazing memories every single year. Above all, Filipinos just love to give love. Maligayang Pasko sa inyong lahat.
So that really shows that Filipinos we love getting together. We just love to talk. We love to eat and celebrate each other. That's a big part of what I remember growing up. So I wanted to give you a few facts about the Philippines. The Philippines is made up of 7,107 islands, and a fun tidbit, I don't know if it's fun for you, but it's fun for me. Filipinos love Miss Universe, and it's a huge, huge, huge event. So one of our representatives, Miss Philippines, when she got asked how many islands are in their Philippines, she asked high tide or low tide, because I guess it changes. Anyway, I think that's interesting. There are 175 dialects. 170 are living and still spoken to this day. And Spain colonized the Philippines for 333 years. And most people know how to speak English. Even if you go to the far, far, far places, someone somehow will know how to speak English. If not, even if it's broken English, you'll always still be able to communicate. Taglish is commonly spoken. So I am a fluent Tagalog speaker, but we pretty much speak Taglish. A lot of English and Spanish has been integrated into our language. So there's that. We love karaoke. We love to dance. We love to laugh. A lot of our things on TV is all slapstick comedy. So Filipinos love to laugh. We always find something to smile or laugh about, even whatever the circumstance. And we're known to be respectful, very, very respectful. And it's actually built into our language. So in our language, we actually say po and opo. This lady, she's one of our comedians, or he is one of our comedians, and this says, "Huwag laging kalilimutan ng opo." So it's a huge thing for us. You need to respect your elders. Just like in Hawaii, you always respect your kapunas. And even if you think they're wrong, they're always right, right? You never question them. You always say yes. But in Filipino culture, you always say opo. Po and opo to say yes, or it's incorporated in all your sentences. Like, magandang umaga means good morning, but to elders, you always say magandang umaga po. Opo, yes, it's always in there. There's also, you never call an older person by their first name. You always say ate, kuya, like Kina, Naya calls Kina ate, so older sister. Kuya is older brother. Manong is an older man. Manang is an older woman. So you can always call anyone, if you don't know their name, hi ate, hi kuya. If you're going at the store, if you're asking, oh ate, how much are the mangoes? Kuya. We have someone who delivers or who picks up our boxes that we send to the Philippines, and we always call him Kuya. And now Naya thinks his name is Kuya. Yeah, I have a video of how po and opo, how it originated. I hope you like it.
Po and opo of the Filipinos. Where did it come from? Is from the Tagalog word Panginoon or Lord in the English language, while opo came from opoon or yes Lord in English. According to the historians, the Tagalog people of the pre-colonial Philippines had a three-class social structure, and they are the following: alipin or the slaves, maharlika or the freemen or warriors, and timaginoo, the ruling class of the Tagalog people. Regardless of gender, members of the Magino class were referred to as Ginoo. Panginoon or Lord in English was a title reserved for the powerful Maginoo. Poon is the shortened form of the title and was used when addressing them directly. The following are examples: Oo Poon, Yes Poon, or Yes Lord in English. Magandang umaga Poon. Good morning Poon. Salamat Poon. Thank you Poon. About 100 years later, the on in the Poon was omitted. Oo Poon became Opo or Yes Po. Magandang umaga po or good morning po. Salamat po and thank you po for watching this video.
So yeah, huge part about our culture is built with, on respect. Another type of respect that we do is the mano po, or the blessed tradition. And it's an honoring gesture as a sign of respect, and also to ask for a blessing from your elder. In Spanish, mano means hand. So whenever you see an older person, you take their hand like this and you bless. So you do that anytime you come into someone's house, just like you would hug or kiss your elder person at home, or whoever you see. It's always very important to mano. It's also done commonly during Christmas, when you go to your godfather and your godmothers and they give you a present for Christmas. You always ask for a blessing. It's also done at church, like after the service, the father goes outside and waits for everyone, and all the kids will ask for a father's blessing. Very, very common and very, 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 very important. Here is a video.
Filipinos are always treating their elders with respect. Always make sure you say, hey guys, and when you're speaking to an elder, make sure you add Mālama. And then there's this thing where you grab their hand and bring it to your forehead. It's called monopole. is a Filipino tradition on how to show respect on elders.
Josh, di mo kailangan magmano sa lahat.
What?
Kay uncle ka na lang magmano, nasa banyo siya.
Diyos, kumusta ka?
Walang galipot sa banyo.
Diyos, mali ang ginagawa mo. Stop.
Who thought that video was funny? Hina did. Clearly, Hina did. Yeah, so that is a huge part of our culture, a huge part of Filipino culture. Does anyone have any questions? Mayma? No? Nobody, guys. Hina has a question.
I asked it yesterday, but why did Kuya uncle throw the bucket, and what is it called?
Oh, so the bucket is called a tabo, and back home, toilet paper is not very easy to come by. So like if you don't have toilet paper, you use the tabo, fill it with water, and you wash. And that's very common. Very, very, very common. And back home, a bathroom is called CR. So if you want to ask where the bathroom is, people will understand better if you say, where's the CR? And CR means comfort room, literally. And back home, there are actually pay stations depending on what you're going to do. It says if you're going to pee, it's 5 pesos, and if you're going to poop, it's 10 pesos. Funny. Anyways, okay. Here.
Auntie Trish, I have a question.
Yes, please.
If an elder doesn't put out their hand, do you just not do the blessing, or?
Always say mano po. So
Okay.
when you say po, that you're asking for them to give their hand.
Got it. Thank you.
Mano po from me, and I want to slap them because I'm young. Okay, so I have a few Tagalog phrases to teach you guys, so you can tell your family, friends, whoever. Let's start with Angelina. You want to try? Say yes.
Sure.
Ako po, that means I am. So it's ako po si Angelina.
Okay. Ako po si Angelina.
There you go. Good job. Thank you. And Micah, how about you say the next one? You see it? It is kamusta po kayo? Or you can for kamusta ka. Kamusta ka is for like the same age person. That means how are you?
Could you repeat that? You kind of glitched out.
Kamusta ka?
I don't know how.
Kamusta. The first on the second.
Kamusta?
That's pretty much how someone your same age. Kamusta? And you do a nod. How are you? Kaliko?
Yes.
You want to say magandang umaga?
Wait, can you say that again? Sorry, you lagged out.
Magandang umaga. That means good morning.
Um,
Ma,
magandang umaga.
there you go. Good job. And umaga is morning. Hapon is afternoon. Gabi is evening. So
Hapon, gabi.
gabi. Gabi is night.
Gabi.
Who wants to try? The next one is anong pangalan mo or anong pangalan nyo? Anong pangalan mo is what's your name? Nyo is it's actually like for more people, but also for respect. You say nyo to an older person. Anong pangalan mo?
Anong pangalan mo?
Pangalan.
Pangalan.
Pangalan. Anong
Anong
pangalan mo? And Hoku and Kamalani, you want to have a turn?
Yes.
Yes. Or maraming salamat po. Salamat po is thank you. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much.
Salamat po.
Mhm.
And then, maraming salamat.
Maraming
Salamat po.
good job. So those are a few phrases, easy phrases that you can use every day.
Sorry, Auntie Trish, can you say what the ending one was? Because I had to turn off my thing when they were talking.
Salamat po and maraming salamat po.
What does it mean again?
Thank you. And
what does the second one mean?
the first one, salamat po, is thank you. Maraming salamat po is thank you very much. Like lots of thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Salamat po.
Walang anuman. That's you're welcome.
Can you say it one more time, Auntie Trish?
Walang anuman.
Anuman. Oh.
Can you type it out in afterwards in the chat? Oh yeah, in the chat or somewhere. I'm so excited to give this Havina to everybody.
Oh, there. Oh, here. I can type it on the chat. There you go. Walang anuman. Are there any other Tagalog phrases you guys want to learn? Does anyone have anything they want to ask or learn today?
I have a question, Auntie Trish.
Yes, please, Auntie.
So, how often do you get to speak Tagalog here in Oregon?
Oh man, often. I am really grateful that I have friends here. One of my best friends here is Filipino, and I just this morning I called her because I was telling her about this presentation, and we were just laughing, and it definitely brings my culture. You know, it like connects me to my culture. I still speak Tagalog with my parents, my brothers and my sister. We all speak it when I talk to them. But just today, talking to my friend, we were making jokes and, just like random Filipino, things that Filipinos do so she was making jokes about a new car and there was plastic on it, and just taking me back. Yeah, that is, Filipinos are silly like that. Anyways, but it really definitely connects me, grounds me to where I'm from.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Meima and Hoku.
How do you say beautiful?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God! Don't tell her, Auntie. No kidding. Auntie, tell her.
What kind of beautiful, Auntie? What kind of beautiful are we?
Yeah, Auntie Trish, tell her pupuka.
I'll say baho. Say baho means stinky.
So for like the first one, you say ako po si baho.
Yeah, perfect.
So my name is Stinky, is what you're trying to say?
I am Stinky.
I am Stinky.
Wait, can I ask a question too?
Let me say beautiful is maganda. So in that greeting, magandang umaga, it's literally beautiful morning.
Can I ask a question
maganda?
Can you go beautiful in the chat?
Oh yeah.
It's on the thing, the magandang, the third one.
Yes. Maganda.
Wait, I have a.
When you raise the energy.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, Nicholas. Let me run Hoku, okay?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Hoku.
How do you ask a person where they're from?
Where they're from. Taga saan ka? I'll put it in the chat. Taga saan ka? Where are you? Oops.
And how would you respond?
Taga saan ka? Taga Quezon City. That's where I was born. That's where I lived. So taga, from is how you answer. Taga, and then where? Taga Oregon. Taga ʻElua. Thanks, Oku. Nicholas, what's your question?
Do you mind putting in the chat like the phrase that you say for like someone that you don't like, someone that's older than you that you don't know, like the whole, or I don't know, like like the phrases that you would say like if you're at like a grocery store and you don't know like what the store clerk's name, and you're like
how you address them.
Yeah, like how you address them or address someone that's older than you that you don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Older sister, and sometimes like when the lady is not like grandma status, but like older than me, I usually say ate. Kuya, and that's the equivalent of older brother, or not grandpa status. Manang is older lady, and Manong is older man.
Thank you so much.
How would I say excuse me? Funny. Excuse me. Or or when, like I said, it's very Taglish, our language, like normal conversational, right? There's not a lot, but when you want to say say excuse me, like you're moving, or if you're like gonna pass through someone, you know what I mean? That's padaan or makikiraan po. That is really literally saying like, can I pass? Ooh, whoa. Makikiraan po. Can I pass? And funny, I was talking to my family about this, and my brothers and my sister said, don't forget to tell them that when you pass by someone, like especially when someone's watching TV and you want to pass in front of them, we always have to bow down a little bit and pass by. That's very respectful. Auntie Lay.
So like in Hawaiian language, we only have so many letters. How many letters are in the Filipino language?
Oh man, I should have done my homework.
Oh, sorry.
Not all, but it's a, ba, ka, da, e, ga, ha, enye, ng. I will have to give you more information on that.
Okay.
That is a good question. I was looking at that one and I was like, nah. But yeah, there's more, like the enye is an N with an accent on top. So like pasigenyo, that's part of our alphabet. And ng is ng.
So is that like the Taglish part, right? Because the with the Enya is kind of Spanish too, right? The Enya.
Yes. That is part of the Tagalog, the Filipino alphabet. Because, 300 years, it's definitely stuck, the Spanish language. Any other questions? No? Oh, Nicholas, yes.
I keep on asking too many questions. I'm so obnoxious. My tutor's like, why do you have so many questions? They like, yeah. But what would you say, like, so if you say like kamusta, like if you say like how are you doing, like to someone like younger, like what would you say, like if they ask you that question, like how would you respond, like mabuti po, or
yeah,
like,
that's right, mabuti po is good.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How would I introduce someone? So, to introduce someone, depends. You want to say, this is Kina. Ito po si Kina. So, ito means this. Or you can say, ang pangalan niya. Pangalan niya ay. And that is her or his name is. Good question. Anyone else? So my last slide is that I'm so proud to be Pinoy. I grew up, all my life I went to an international school, and we were not allowed to speak Tagalog for maybe like lower school to middle school. But I spoke pure Tagalog at home, and a lot of like, I think because we were colonized for so long, Filipinos love other cultures. So we didn't used to be so patriotic. It's not a common thing to be patriotic. So it was, anything imported is better. America is better. White is better. It's actually very common back home, like to be lighter, you're prettier. I'm darker, and my family would always say, oh, it's okay, you're Black beauty. And I'm like, just lighter brown, but that's just because we were colonized for so long. But I do love having this rich culture, and I love that I get to share it with my kids, with Kina and Naya. My husband, Justin, is a quarter Filipino, so I think he's more Filipino than American. But we're very, very proud, and I am so grateful that you guys let me share my culture. It actually gave me a reason to look back and, you know, really reflect on my pride, my Filipino pride. And I love that you guys are interested in learning different cultures, and you're, you know, also the ones who are Filipinos, your culture. And I invite you to keep learning and keep asking questions. I thank you.
Aw.
Mahalo, Auntie Trish. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Salamat po.
Yeah, salamat po.
And walang anuman, guys. Walang anuman. I really loved it. It was really fun to do and put together. I was very nervous, but it was fun.
You were great. What did Auntie? Does anybody have any other questions for Auntie Trish about anything? Well, sorry, Trish's eyes was like, no, not about Filipino
About the
culture.
Philippines, yeah.
About the Philippines.
Why is the Philippines called the Philippines?
Why is the Philippines called the Philippines?
Ooh.
That is a good question.
Is the Philippines like the traditional like word for it? Like for Filipinos?
Shocks. I don't know. I know because was it the Spanish?
The Spanish king, King
Philip.
II.
Oh.
Oh, so Kina, why is the Philippines called the Philippines?
Because King Philip II was Spain
Overthrew
overthrew.
or colonized or founded or something like that.
Was it Philip II? Wow. Thank you for initiating that question for us to ask you, Kina. Mahalo. Wow. Awesome. Auntie Trish, does the Philippines did you folks have monarchs before? Did you have like kings and queens or?
Yes, we do. Actually, in Mindanao, which is the Muslim part of our country, it's the southernmost. It's actually the shape of an elephant. They still do honor like the kind of royalty.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. My the girl I went to high school with, she was one of the princesses, and like just like huge political family in the south.
Wow. And of the 7,000 islands, 7,000 those amount of islands, how many islands do people actually live on? Do you guys have a number?
So I don't know exactly the answer to that, but there are 3 main islands. It's Luzon, the topmost, Visayas is the middle, and Mindanao is the southern one. I lived in Luzon, in the capital, in Manila.
Awesome. But the other islands that surround the Philippines, people can live on those islands as well.
Yeah. So Philippines is one of the most populated islands. I mean, populated countries. Goku asked me how many islands I've been to. Luzon. I've been to Davao. A few, not many. But I've definitely been to the beaches.
When you go home, do you stay on the main island or does your family go to a different island?
We stay on the main island. So from like in the capital, from the airport, it's like 45 minutes. So I grew up in the city. My parents now live in the province, which is like the outside Manila. but we've never lived in the province. And where they live, there's actually no dialect, so they still speak Tagalog in the province.
Oh, wow. Wow, very cool.
Dad speaks Ilocano, like Nicholas was saying. He also speaks Ibanag. Ibanag is one of like the almost dying dialects. And
Ibanag. Awesome.
Nicholas, did you have a question?
This might be like a stereotype, but like, okay, so do Filipinos like vinegar? Because my cousin kicks me when I don't like vinegar. Like, she's like, "You're not Filipino," and I'm like,
You're not.
Yeah. Salamat po. Thank you.
We do love vinegar. I drink vinegar. We soak vinegar or cucumber and vinegar.
You're just like my dad. You like vinegar, like my dad. He'll drink a bottle of vinegar.
Oh yeah. And my parents actually had to stop me from bringing home a bottle of vinegar from home because we have like marinated vinegar. So it's like, it's got garlic and ginger, chili, peppers, and it's full. And I was like, I need to bring this home, but I would have gotten in trouble because it's fresh. But yeah, I will drink vinegar until my lips are white. So yeah, that is a Filipino thing. Vinegar and shrimp paste, I think, are true Filipino staples. And yeah, I think it defines you.
What fish sauce? I'm kidding.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about the patis?
Oh yeah, the patis.
The fish sauce, bagoong is bagoong is shrimp paste.
Do you eat paria, or is that maybe that's a different paria or bitter melon?
Ampalaya.
No. Yeah. Oh that's probably the Ilocano way, I think. Yeah. That's what my dad calls it.
Ampalaya. Yeah, not so much. I don't love it, but it's good.
Yeah.
But that is very Filipino, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sophia, is your mom the Filipino one? She just said her mom loves all these things, so I'm assuming.
And Trish, you just reminded me, I was like, oh my gosh, I should make. I used to always have that. Like my grandpa used to have like the vinegar with the crushed chili peppers and the garlic inside, and then like just like everything inside, and then he just put it. I used to love that. I always tell you, I'm like Filipino, and I identify as spiritually Filipino. I'm not spiritually Hawaiian. I'm spiritually Filipino.
Aunty Trish, can you share one time we came to your house, right? And what did we do? The Filipino, was it the war party when we had the dinner? Can you explain that to everybody, like what that is?
It is called a boodle fight. So a boodle fight is, when I looked it up, I don't know how far it dates back to, but it looks like it started in the military when the military was there. So everyone typically you're all standing up and cramped, and we have banana leaves laid out on the table and rice, fish, grilled chicken, whatever it is, but typically it's like grilled seafood, grilled meat, and lumpia, of course, pancit, and then you eat with your hands. And that's very, very typical. We eat with our hands. I think my food tastes better when I eat with my hands. Yes, Mayma.
I saw a video of this girl visiting the Philippines, and they don't use plates as often.
Yep.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So banana leaves, that's very typical.
Sustainability.
Mm-hmm. Yep, sustainability for sure. And yeah, I love eating with my hands, with my hands, and then my foot up. That's how you eat.
So even if you go to like the carts and stuff, like if you were to go to like a food place, like a restaurant or a food cart, would they serve it the same way, or do they serve it also, or do they serve those usually on like?
It would be depends. It's not a normal thing. Like there are places where you can have there's a place called kamayan. Kamayan means hands, eat with your hands. And that's you can do that there. In different islands, they also serve food differently. Like there's also a thing called binalot. Binalot is you wrap. So they wrap the rice and the meat and whatever else in banana leaf, and they serve that to you like kind of like a present. You open it, and that's so there are places like that, which is cool.
Thank you.
Is there no way to wash your hands? Like is there is there like a way that you wash your hands before you eat or anything, or like what do you do like before you eat, or like how do you wash your hands, or like
I mean pre-COVID. You know what? At places where you usually whenever you have a boodle fight, actually I totally forgot about this, but we have bowls of water and you just kind of wash your hands in there. Really gross,
pre-COVID right there.
So everybody just washes their hand in the same bowl? Oh.
COVID-19 in water.
Just put vinegar in it and it kills all the germs. Yeah.
But your hands smell kind of bad though.
No, I love vinegar smell.
When your hands smell bad, it means you just have like a snack for later.
This is why we keep Aunty Trish around.
I like Aunty Trish. Maybe she should stay here.
Nicholas, if you join the Hāloa, you can see Aunty Trish all the time.
Yeah, I want to come though, but I don't know where you guys are.
Well, we're on Zoom.
Yeah.
Join Zoom.
Yeah, I should come and see you guys like the actual Hāloa because I'm interested now.
Aww.
Probably gonna be a fool though when I'm like in whatever doing it all.
We all start that way. We all start that way.
I think I'm too late. I think I joined the party too late.
Not at all.
Yes, Sophia.
You tell them, Sophia.
Does your vinegar, Sophia, when you clean your house with vinegar, is it like just vinegar and water and you just spray it everywhere and you just scrub with it?
Not even water. It's just, we just have like it's like a big, really big spray bottle. And it doesn't even say vinegar. And like we have one that's filled with water. So you like can't even tell. Like you have to spray it on your arm and then get hives.
And you gotta hope you pick the right one?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Sophia, do you know Windex, yeah? They have a vinegar one. Because of that, yeah. My grandpa, that's everything. Everything was vinegar. Like, and yeah, I'm not even Filipino. I'm spiritually Filipino. But yeah, Mary, I buy the Windex vinegar.
No, like the bottle's just like everywhere. Like we don't have like a spot for it, and like the Windex is in like the back of the pantry.
No, no, the Windex is clear, you can see, but vinegar cleans windows the best.
The vinegar is your default, Sophia, in your house?
We use vinegar for windows, cabinets, counters.
Yeah.
And then like whatever, we're just like cleaning the window and then we'll spray it in like rice and like,
Do you use baking soda with the vinegar or just the vinegar?
It's just the vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the smell goes away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but
open your windows, it's fine.
Yeah. Nicholas, yes, I do like balut.
Oh.
I really like balut. I used to eat the chick, but you can also get balut that is just egg. So there's no chick.
My dad loves that. He'll like eat like 5 of them and it's like disgusting.
No chick, so do they extract it? Like they take
No. So so it's in the egg. You tap the top, drink the soup or juice, whatever. And then once you open it, you'll see like there's a white part and then there's the egg, the yellow part, and then the chick is usually just there.
Oh.
And then you
What do you guys do? What do you guys do with the chick?
eat it.
Yeah.
Isn't it like purplish or dark in the inside?
Sometimes you can't, like, sometimes the beak or the hair hasn't formed yet, but sometimes it has.
Did-
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun fact, it was a challenge on Fear Factor. Like I was like in school, and
Oh my
it was
God.
a challenge on Fear Factor. Like they were like, "Oh, eat balut," and my whole family turned around. We were like, "Balut."
It's like, no, it's fine.
Yeah, it's a
So
thing.
they did it on the what is that, that Corbin when he does the truth or guts or something like that, and then that was one of the things they had to drink was the balut, and I was like, oh, like, yeah. No, I lived in Eva for like a little while. People always try to say I'm from Eva. I'm not from Eva. I lived in Eva for a little while. And Myrna, I swear, it's like the Philippines over there. Like all my neighbors, so like where we lived in like a little like circle area right by the railroad station. All my neighbors were Filipino except us. So like that's why we knew about like manang and manong, like we knew like all of that and like the way that they ate and just their culture and like parties and loud and but we always had do you guys have a lot of chicken fights in home and dog fights?
Chicken, yeah,
Oh.
rooster fights, and then people would bet. Like it's a thing. It's like stadium full, and people make a lot of money.
Yeah, in Eva where I live, just like in the little area, we had 2 stadiums.
Yeah.
For a chicken fight, Mary. It was mean.
Oh my God.
And then all the Filipinos would all be in their Asian squat. Everybody in the Asian squat sitting around the stadium. Never have chairs.
Okay, just to clarify for everyone, chicken fights are no longer legal.
No.
Just like, go out there and chicken fight. It is not.
They weren't legal back then either.
Yeah, it's not legal. It's
A chicken fight, they raise roosters to high five.
Yeah.
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 Is balut a delicacy though, Aunty Trish? In the Philippines, or is it just kind of a common food?
It's a very common street food. Yeah.
Okay.
So Filipinos we're known like for our street food. So I grew up loving street food. Balot, kwek is quail eggs coated in like orange flour and then you dip it in vinegar. There's isaw, it's chicken or pork intestines. We grill and it's actually call it helmet.
Masarap.
Masarap. Chicken feet is called Adidas.
Oh.
Blocks of chicken blood are called Betamax. So
you guys are actually super sustainable if you think about it. Like you guys eat all part of the animal. Like that's super cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's this is a delicacy. It's called papaitan, which is bitter, and it's typically green because it's made of bile.
Oh. From a specific animal or?
Yeah, I don't know what animal.
Interesting.
It's what.
Does anybody want to try that one? Raise your hand if you want to try that one.
What is it again? What is it again? I would try it. What is it again?
Bile. Animal bile?
Papaitan. You might have.
I want to.
Sure, I'll try it.
I really want to try puto. I never tried it before. Ever. I have. I just was saying I don't.
No, I have to make puto.
Yes. I know.
I'm jealous.
From who?
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so I
thought you are again.
So are you Filipino, Kazel? No.
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
It's an Asian girl.
Oh yeah, we ordered food.
From my mom's side.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, girl.
So funny. We just had just to go over this whole we just had a white person drop off some stuff at our hale. And they just was like, oh, they saw our license plate. They're like, oh, you're from Hawaii. Yeah, you guys like poke? You guys eat poke?
Poke.
And my mom said it. Mom was the one that entered the door. And my mom's like, yeah. Are you guys like Hawaiians? Yeah, we're like Hawaiians. Yeah. See, This is why we had Aunty Trish come, so we all get educated about other people's culture.
Awesome.
So the next time you see a Filipino person, don't be like, oh, so do you like vinegar?
Yeah.
Just assume the answer is yes.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else have any questions for Aunty Trish? Okay. Well, Keena's around, so if we have more questions,
yeah,
we can throw them out there.
Answer. So.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much, Aunty Trish.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Us.
All right. Auntie Leah, you want to stop recording?
Yeah.
Okay.